right, if you think you have seen a heated city council meeting, think again. This was the scene in a Chicago suburb last night. As tensions escalated the moment council members overrode a veto from their embattled mayor, who was looking to put a halt to an investigation into alleged financial misconduct involving herself. Now, Dolton, Illinois Mayor Tiffany Henyard is under fire for allegedly misusing millions of taxpayer dollars over the past few years. She fired back at angry village residents at that chaotic meeting last night. It devolved into a good old-fashioned shouting match. Now, trying to have her voice heard over the outbursts was former Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot. She was hired in April by 4 of the village council's 6 members to look into Mayor Henyard's alleged misdeeds. So here with us now to wade into the weeds in all of this is investigative reporter with our Chicago affiliate, Ben Bradley. Ben, it's so good to see you. First, I'd just like to start. Was that a gold microphone that the mayor was talking into there last night? Yeah,
she has a couple of unique tendencies. One of them is to use a gold microphone at all of her meetings, presumably paid for by tax dollars.
All right, so got that established. Yeah. Talk to us about what happened at last night's meeting, because we know tempers have been high. You've been on the show before to kind of walk us through this, but things definitely went from a simmer to a full-on eruption last night.
And what was so wild about it was you had the former mayor of Chicago there in that suburb about a half hour south of the city. You know, back in the 80s here in Chicago, we had something called council wars, and it was where aldermen would stand on desks and yell and scream. But things have been fairly quiet in the Chicago City Council over the last few decades, and Mayor Lightfoot certainly never experienced anything like she saw last night in Dolton, Illinois, because when she went to address the crowd after those trustees overrode the veto, meaning Lori Lightfoot, as a former federal prosecutor, will come in and investigate Dolton Mayor Tiffany Henyard's spending, you know what Mayor Henyard did? She had her staff turn off Lightfoot's microphone. And so it was this wild scene with pushing and shoving among Henyard's supporters and those who have been opposed and frankly frustrated because for a year now, we have been reporting on questionable spending, first-class travel, stays at the Four Seasons, on and on and on. A cancer charity that has Tiffany Henyard's name on it, but hasn't shown how it spent any of its money.
So, Ben, okay, I want to know the status of the actual investigation, but now I have to ask, once the former mayor of Chicago, Lori Lightfoot's microphone was cut, then what happened? Was she eventually able to speak?
Well, Lightfoot does not have soft elbows despite her short stature, and she just shouted her response before leaving. But that just tells you how high tensions are here. So you have this rebellious group of trustees in Dolton who, for a year or more, have been asking the FBI to get involved. And before the FBI did, they hired Lightfoot. And only then did we learn that the FBI descended on Village Hall, as well as another government that Henyard runs, with subpoenas. And those subpoenas, Nichole, named just about every ally and supporter Tiffany Henyard has in power in the 2 governments she runs. So those subpoenas were not good news. And what was wild as a journalist was the FBI subpoenas were part and parcel a redo of things we've reported over the last year. Her cancer charity, how she spends money on vehicles, Tiffany Henyard's defunct burger business, expenditures and reimbursements that Henyard and her allies have received.
All right, and we're highlighting this because it does speak to a problem that can be found all across the country. You know, we have to hold our leaders accountable. But Ben, I just want to confirm, you know, based on the video we saw, based on the gold microphone, again, these are allegations. So Mayor Henyard remains in her position throughout all of this.
Yeah, she's got another year in both of her elected positions. So we'll see if the FBI takes action before then. I can tell you, sources tell us the investigation's moving along pretty quickly. And this is not complex stuff, right? This is money in and money out. But I think, to your point, Nichole, people across this country can relate to what residents in an impoverished south suburb of Chicago are feeling right now. And that is, they have a leader who has been unwilling to share, even with other elected officials, information about spending and contracts and cronyism. Residents who feel like they have nowhere to turn. And they come to the media and we start reporting on it. Then the FBI gets in, and now you see the state of affairs in Dolton, Illinois.
And thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.